11-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Yeah, Richardson will throw to start out here. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. They go play action with Richardson. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now it's Richardson. That complete to Downs. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Again, it's Richardson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Barnett. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 34.
Let's go.
Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Another run by Bigsby. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey. Red.
On the ground, it's the rookie from Alabama. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Lawrence now off the bootleg.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown.
Brian Thomas.
His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Jaguars have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Colts offense and Josh Downs making their way out. And he's been a consistent force offensively all season. Currently ranked amongst the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Richardson.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Richardson looking to throw.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Trayvon Walker has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
And Richardson back to throw it. A short one there, caught by Likely.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action. Now Richardson.
Football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Rip, 23.
And Bigsby once more.
Oh, he shifts past him. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
The rushing numbers for Bigsby a week ago.
22 carries, 136 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
Decent 24.
Lawrence will throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Thomas has got it. Complete. He's got room to roam. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Bigsby. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now the first carry here for their running back. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
On red.
Lawrence on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Trevor Lawrence scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Richardson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jaguars offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. And they can't bring him down. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Hey, Lion. Silver.
From midfield now, Lawrence. That's complete to Davis. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Red on red. 13, Lou.
Now Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Burns.
Down the right sideline.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A good kick, 49 yards. Just 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Jaguars offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Kill. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Now 2nd and 5.
Hey, run. Here we go.
Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game.
A short throw to Ingram. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
It's caught by Davis. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Easy.
On play action, Lawrence.
Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Hey, easy. Route. Hot.
On the carry, Bigsby.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Hey.
Up the middle they go. Burton. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
On red.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hey, go.
Slot man moves right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Take Bigsby. with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Let's go now.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Here's Richardson to throw. This pass left side to Downs.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. To throw again on 2nd down.
Richardson.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
He has really thrown the ball well here in this first half. You see the numbers, up over 200 passing yards already.
He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Rip, 23.
They go play action now. Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Lawrence. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Evan Ingram, as the first half is winding down. And the Jags will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Richardson. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
Hey, easy, route.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He finds his man complete. That's Burns. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Hey.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Throw left side complete. That's Burns. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion.
A run here with Bigsby.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
2nd and 7.
Red on red.
Here's Bigsby.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
11. Here we go, sir.
Now Lawrence. That one taken in by Burton.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
11,
Now Lawrence changing the play.
Here we go, sir.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Easy. Read it, 24. Read it. Here we go, sir.
They'll try again.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. So
Now it's Richardson. That is caught.
and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
2nd down and 4. Richardson.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Jacksonville, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.